is Ripper Collins with Lars Anderson, the Polynesian Pacific Heavyweight Champion. We've just seen Sullivan in another devastating victory with Maya Singh as creature at his side. And Wednesday night at the Blaisdell for the Polynesian Pacific Heavyweight Championship, Lars, you are going to have your hands full.
That's right. You know, when it comes, when Kevin Sullivan's name or Lewin or Maya Singh or any one of these names is mentioned, the thing that comes to my mind, is like the things that I can't forget, the things that have gone down, the powder in the eyes, the baseball bat in the groin, the paint thinner in the eyes in the cage. I watched here a while back, like the Aloha Stadium, Kevin Sullivan, like drop a girl wrestler, lady wrestler on her shoulder and break her shoulder and beating me with a chair. That's right. None of these things will be forgotten, Kevin Sullivan. None of these things will be forgotten Wednesday night at the Neil Blaisdell Center in Honolulu, because I'll tell you why. Nobody is going to get by doing to me what you've done to me to this point. I'm going to tell you right now, Kevin, this is what you're after. 1.5 billion people this title represents. 1.5 billion people and some 30 million people on the mainland via satellite. That's right. This is what that represents. And this is what you're after, the Polynesian Pacific Heavyweight Championship. And I'm going to tell you one thing, Kevin Sullivan, and I'm going to tell it to you straight and get right up tight to your camera, Kevin Sullivan, because I want you to understand this one. You try to do to me what you and Lewin did. You bring Maya Singh into that ring, Kevin Sullivan, and I'll guarantee you one thing. I've been around this island for 3 years. 2 of that I've been the champion. 1 year trying to get the championship. And I'll tell you one thing, Kevin, I've learned a couple of things while I've been here. You try to pull a number on me, any number, you pulled several in the past, and you've tried it on several people in the industry. You try to pull a number on me and Pearl Harbor me or jump me or attack me or whatever, Kevin Sullivan, you're going to find out. Island style, you're going out. When they go to the airport out here, when it's time for you to leave this island, you're going to be on a stretcher, Kevin Sullivan, because you're going to get it island style. You try to jump me, Kevin Sullivan, your arm or your leg or something is going to be broken before you leave that building, in the locker room, on the floor. I don't care where it is, Kevin Sullivan, because my back is being watched this time, Kevin Sullivan. You have gone too far, too many times, and this is it, Kevin Sullivan. This will be the last time you and I ever step in the ring for this title in the Neil Blaisdell Center in Honolulu. The last time, Kevin Sullivan. Try it. I dare you. You just try it, and you'll see what happens to you. Island style, brah. Here we go, Ripper Collins. This match, of course, a little hard for me to be objective about. It's Kevin Sullivan and myself for the Polynesian Pacific Heavyweight Championship. I told the fans it'd be the last time I ever step in the ring with this rap. I'd like to have him one more time to smack him around a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, this was one of the hardest fought battles that I've seen you in. This Sullivan is one tough hombre. He's not that big in stature, but he packs one heck of a wallop. And I'll tell you this, he knew he was in for a battle with you. He hit you with everything he had, Lars, and you still managed to come out on top.
Well, that's right. He hit me. I hit him pretty hard a couple of times. I tell the story this way. I hit the guy a couple of times pretty hard. I mean, just about as hard as I could hit. One time, I think, as hard as I could hit, and I didn't move him too much, So, I mean, he's a tough customer, no question about that. And the guy could wrestle if he wants to. Well, I've seen him wrestle in the past. I know the man to be a good wrestler in the past, but all the dirty, cheap shots he pulls now, he doesn't even belong in the game of wrestling.
Well, I find through our archives that a few years ago, he did follow the rules exactly like you say. And he was a very good amateur. He does not need to go to the lengths that he does to win matches, but he's taking all the shortcuts, and it's got him way up the ladder. The only thing is, sooner or later, he's going to meet someone that's just a little bit sneakier than he is, and he's really going to be in trouble. And there's his friend, if you'll notice.
See, there you go. Maya Singh comes out. I used to think that it was that, goofy maniac Mark Lewin, that influenced Kevin Sullivan, but I see that Kevin Sullivan is really the ringmaster. He could have even influenced maniac Mark Lewin. He's got this Maya Singh. There he pulls the cord. He's choking me around my neck. I'm saying to myself, what's going on here? The referee had one heck of a time, I'm telling you, controlling this match, with this goofy Kevin Sullivan. But I'll tell you, Rocky and Ricky Johnson, Rocky will drop kick this guy pretty hard. He'll knock his head right off as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you see, this man is called the Prince of Darkness, so he's not there anyway. And with the trickery that they come up with, I think that maybe Maya Singh and the Prince of Darkness are going to be looking at one another and scratching their head and trying to figure out what's coming off. And maybe they will be in darkness.
Tell me, Ripper, why would a man shave half his hair off and you paint the other side? What, I mean, is it psychological? Is he trying to throw his opponents off? I mean, what is it all about?
I have no idea, Lars. It's like Sullivan paints half his face black and the other half white. Then he'll put a star on one side. I don't know why the guys do this. But while we're watching this match, we should talk a little bit about you because you're going to have your hands full. Bad News Allen was a former Polynesian Pacific champion, and he's coming back after that belt, and he's done some heavy boasting.
That's right. Right here, we'll get into that a little later, Ripper. Right here, you see the referee goes down. You see he purposely hit that referee. Purposely hit that referee. And there you see Maya Singh coming up behind me. He's coming up behind me.
Oh, that was a nice move, Lars. That was a nice move. Ha, ha, ha. You see, trickery doesn't always work. But what's this?
This is where it comes. This is where it comes. Always after the match. Both men chopping. You see Kevin Sullivan going after the referee right there. The referee standing his own right there. Now, you see it chopping. If it wasn't,
both of them
right here, both pounding on me. At this point, there wasn't anything I could do. They were holding my arms. And this is where it was going. I was going down. I was weakening right here. They had me chopped down to my knee. And this is where Rocky and Ricky Johnson came in to help me. And if it hadn't been for Rocky and Ricky Johnson, I could be in the hospital right now. Look at Rocky throwing that punch. There's Ricky with a big headbutt.
You could definitely been in a lot of trouble because these two
I was
guys,
going down, Ripper. There was no question about it. I was on the way out.
they don't want to hurt you. They want to cripple you. Look at that!
And there's the thanks. There's what happened right there. Maya Singh comes out with the powder, the soap, or whatever it is, into Rocky's eyes. Rocky's down. Now look at it.
Oh, no, right on the top turnbuckle. These guys should be suspended from wrestling. Someone should kick their brains out.